We have three quizzes for each. Subject isa lang ka miss quiz that really pulls down your grades. So what makes you miss your quiz? So first is of course if you haven't submitted your quiz, no, or you're not present on the day of the quiz. Then second, of course, if your submission is late. So I think the 3 hours quiz is enough, no, for you to submit on time your quiz. No, it is much better when you submit on time rather than having it complete pero you miss out on the deadline. So minding you, we even extended quizzes for 10 minutes, no, to cover those students who have very low signal or you are on travel for at least the more leeway nga submitting quizzes. But regardless of those, some still have hard time to pass their quizzes on time. And I don't know why, no? And of course, on your online quiz, since online man na, please utilize all the references that you have. Anyway, you have your quizzes on an online setup man. So of course you have your references there. So you can of course refer to that anytime. So if you ever having a hard time to answer your quizzes, no, you can just refer to the lecture materials that I've been sending you and the uh, whiteboard, no, na notes for the solutions of our problems. Since most of the time our problems are related to the quizzes that no, the sample problems that we're discussing here in our lecture proper. Then of course on the midterms, no, in the final exam, of course, be present and on time, no. So isa pa. And then for the plates. So for the plates, I just need a little effort naman from you. So if you really want to catch up with your grades for the finals, no, you really need to give effort sa inyong plates kasi you have seen your plates has been scored very low. If of course your effort in your plates are very low pod. So it's a give and take man. So I won't give any score pod for low effort plates. So and of course I would highly give a points for those who give efforts. So some of you mangali nakadawat og 100 for plates because of course you have given effort to the plates. So that's also very important for the computation of grades. So if you want your grades in plates to improve, no, na ay reference dadto nga plates amo til kinsa to, which is I really appreciated the presentation, no, since may lang gini mo nga there's been time and effort that is given in the plates. So if you want to check on the output that I want you to come up with for your plates, you can go to the office, no, and check the plates that I am referring. And then, of course, no, laboratories. So for the laboratories exercise, aside from the plates, since we have already done with the site visit, I'm still thinking, no, for those exercises that will complement for the finals. Anyway, those will be announced on pod ahead of time. All of them will be announced ahead of time on pod para for you to prepare well for your submissions. So, ana lang. And then, for this topic today, we'll just be discussing short with regards to the shear reinforcement for beam. So, of course, I will be introducing the plate number 1 for finals, no? So, unhin na ninyo ni Direk class sa plates number 1 for finals, no? So, I really expect na there will be changes good for your presentation of plates for this one, no? Okay, so anyway, so for you to answer those plates problem, we'll discuss first the shear reinforcement for beams. No? Okay. Sige, so let me share the whiteboard. Okay, so you may be noticing no, sa una, especially sa structural theory, na usually the shear diagram for a uniformly distributed load of a beam no, will have most likely a shear diagram like this. Marsag dua ka triangle, an upright and then downright nga triangle. So separated in the midspan no, or middle of the beam. So if we have a beam class and then it is loaded with uniformly distributed load, no, from the last time that we have discussed. So if you try to look at the cross section, no, magkat na diri o cross section. Let's say let's cut the cross section at A. So more or less, we will find a beam that would look like this. Okay, so from our previous discussion, we have discussed on the proper design of number of rebars to be inserted in a beam in a given uniformly distributed load, right? So this time around, we will discuss how we will be designing our stirrups. So kaning color violet. Okay. So kana siya. So this time around, we will be discussing the design proper for stirrups. Okay, so ang atong nakita sa site anino while we were site visiting. So more or less ang dagway ni ani is ang anino. So nakay beam 3 bars. Yan. Okay. Then dagan reverse diri. Okay, and then reverse pa diri. Okay, so most likely what we can see on site is ingani no. So mani mo ang main reinforcement bar. Now the shear reinforcement is placed like this. So if manotice nyo sa site no, mas lagyo ay mga stirrups diri sa tunga. Then magkaana mo kaduol as you go closer. Okay. And then magkanam na gid siya kaduol as you go closer to the supports. And then magkaduol na gid siya gayo. Okay. So muna usually ato ang observe sa site. If you try to observe no, lilian niyo ng mga constructions dira sa atong palibot, if we try to observe the placement of the stirrups. So stirrups. Inga na ang iyahang plaster. So stirrups actually class are the shear reinforcement. So ang purpose then is stirrups on site is to reinforce the beam in terms of shearing. So unsa day may tabo class if mag-shear ang beam. So for example no, ma-load gid ang ato ang beam of certain uniformly distributed load. The type of failure that it will experience due to shear is that it will experience a cracking that would probably look like this. So kani siya nga cracking class is diagonal. So in nature that is 45 degrees. Okay, 45 degrees and 45 degrees. Okay, so remember, sa to ang um, discussion sa beam, no? So we only consider the area of concrete to be within this ano ra, within this area ra, right? So this area is the area of B times D. Even in the calculation of moment, no, we do not take the overall depth but instead the effective depth lang. So this area particularly highlighted in yellow is the area of concrete. So area of concrete class basically supports the beam in terms of shearing. So aside sa steel, una gid ang concrete ang magpugong sa shearing, no? Una ang concrete. So once dayon nga dili na makaya og carry ni concrete ang shear, diya na dayon mosulod si steel. So first gud ana maguna sa magpugong sa shearing isang concrete. So if ang concrete has an effective area of B times D, and this is 45 degrees, therefore, the shearing or the maximum shearing occurs at asa? Depth D. No? So since this is 45 degrees, and B times D ra ang effective nga mag-carry out sa shear failure. So if this is 45 degrees and this is D, so more or less, the maximum shear and the ultimate shear that the beam experiences at the distance D from the face of the support. So mani mo support. So meaning daw ang ato adawng ultimate or kung asa critical ang ato ang beam sa shear is at a distance D from the face of the support. Since this is 45 degrees and 45 degrees. Okay? So meaning, if we try to look at the shear diagram, no, and we try to expand it into this one, so of course, napamana siya Vmax, no, mano siya class, at walang gi-expand. So maximum shear. But we do not take into account the maximum shear since ang ato ang steel and concrete will only consider the ultimate shear due to the nature or the behavior of the shearing cracks or shearing failure, crack failure due to shear, no? So kani ang VU. So at a distance, D siya. Muna siya karon. So ang VU day class is if we try to blow it up like this, no? Muna siya ang yahang distribution of shear. So at a distance D class, no, ang provision ana sa reinforcement is more likely seismic. So kana siya nga part seismic na siya. So manang if manotice ninyo sa site, mas dugol gid siya since mas critical man ang shearing nga may tabo due to seismic events. But of course, that is for the discussion na of earthquake reinforcement. So since we are talking about reinforced concrete raman, so more or less we will be designing syrups lang on this length or span forward. So at a distance dira. So wala ni siya appeal sa to ang discussion, no, ang provision of shear reinforcement due to seismic load. But the span beyond the distance D from the face of the support, mo na nang mag-design ta og stirrups. Depende sa yang dalon. Depende sa itong makalculate nga VU. So, di ba, as I have mentioned earlier, the shear will be carried out by the concrete and steel. So, the shear will be carried out by the concrete and steel. So, sa tuwang NCP class, no, especially sa tuwang ultimate strength design method, so, ang atong i-carry nga shear is of course VU. So, kaning VU must be, man, lesser than or equal to phi Vn. So, phi Vn is ang ato ang i-provide nga strength ni concrete o steel. So, therefore, giving us the equation phi Vc plus phi Vs. So, ano meaning C? So, C from the word concrete and S from the word steel. So, meaning the combination of concrete and steel will carry the ultimate shear stress or strength, no? So, manang nadiri class ato ang diagram, ang VU is composed of steel and concrete. So, steel, VS, VC, concrete. Okay? So, if makaya pa ni concrete class, no? If makaya pa ni concrete, no? Even if mingon ta nga i-lesser na to ang strength ni concrete og 1/2 saya makaya, ang stirrups nga ato ibutang ana actually is dili ligid gali kailangan, no? If ato ang makalculate nga VU is lesser than sa half sa makaya sa concrete, no? Sorry. Should be greater than. So if mo na itong load, mo na itong strength, no? So if ang load na to kay lesser pa gyud sa iyahang makaya, nya i-1/2 pa gyud na to na 50% off, basta ko gyapon imong strength, therefore ang stirrups ana dili na kailangan. So manang normally in some of the calculations for us, mo derive gyud og stirrups not required. But that is only theoretically class. Kaya of course, wala man pod sa side nga na beam pero walay stirrups kay kuno sa calculation dili na kailangan. So of course, no, by default, utangan gyud gyapon nimo na para of course every time nga matulog ka, makatulog gyud kag ayo kay you know well nga nagbutang kag stirrups although sa imong calculation wala. So it's better safe than you put nothing, no? So it's in the discretion na gyud, especially sa amo structural engineers, for the provision of stirrups when the calculation tells us that it doesn't need to. No? Okay? Pero if ay muhang load, no, nga VU, ano mong load nga VU, is within sa value ni VVC or 1/2 ni VVC, imong load niya mo imong strength, within siya sa strength, mo nang kailangan na gid mo og minimum shear reinforcement nga kailangan. Kay although makaya pa ni concrete, at least, no, if there are any sudden changes in the loading, at least ma-reprimand gyapon nimo kay since nag-provide man ka og minimum shear. So this is where stirrups are needed na gidayon, no? So dili siya i-calculate but the minimum stirrups must be provided. Pero once nga ato ang load nga VU, no, is greater than sa makaya ni concrete, no, mas dako pa siya sa makaya ni concrete, so meaning dili na gyud makaya ni concrete alone, that is where our stirrups is required. So mo na siya, no? So man siya ang story of what the diagram tells us. So basically there are 3 cases when we design stirrups. So we will discuss that in our procedure. So don't worry, there is a procedure. So kaning class, kaning procedure, no? So it is very well laid out to you on how to approach a problem. So make use of it, no, as much as possible. So whenever we have a quiz, try to refer yourself on the reference para ma-guided in yung solutions. Okay, so for the design of the shear, actually sa NSCP class na idwa ka po klaseng calculation na ay simplified and then sa detailed. So of course, kaning detailed, taas gid kayo siya, to be honest. So, di natin i-appealan. No? And there it is simplified. So, simplify for the word itself, simple. Hopefully, simple, no? So, let's try to check the steps. Okay, so, basically, what we have discussed earlier, is this one, no? So compare, so first is we calculate the strength of concrete. Again class, if VC pasabot concrete. So ngani again if mag design ta og stirrups, we first ask ourselves if we need to put stirrups, no? Okay, in the first place, ang una gid mag-react sa shear is ang concrete. So ato i-determine first ang strength sa concrete, pila. Now, once nga ma-determine na to ang strength sa concrete, i-compare na to atong load nga VU. So, ang VU again is from the loading. So, katong makuha na to sa shear diagram. So, compare na to siya sa 1 na PVC o PVC. So, kaning PVC, morning makaya ni concrete with the reduction factor. And then, 1 na PVC is the limitations, no? Kung asa, kailangan pa ba natin magbutang o stirrups or no? So, with 50% off pagod ka, 1/2 naman. Umano siya actually itong na-discuss earlier. Okay? So, if VU is less than or equal to 1 of PVC, stirrups are not required. But this is only theoretically. Pero sir, what if sa mga calculation, stirrups not required yun? Mayon yung ibutang class since theoretical naman po na itong discussions. No? And then, if ato ang VU nga load is within sa value ni PVC ug 1 na PVC, provide daw minimum shear reinforcement. So the formula for shear reinforcement is this one, AV minimum divided by Q. So, okay. So Q is greater of 0.062 square root of FC prime BW over F by T or 0.35. Kung asa mas dako nilang duwa, mo tayo gamiton nga Q. Or if ang ato ang load kay dako pagid kaayo compared sa makaya ni concrete, mo na magkailangan ng gitaog certain spacing for the stirrups. So it is defined by this formula. Please take note of this formula over VS. Okay? So, muna siyang formula sa spacing ni stirrups. And then where VS is VU over V minus VC. Okay. So, sir, unsa may pasabot ano mga terms ng naadira karon? Okay. So, as we have mentioned earlier, mag-carry out sa VU kay ang concrete and steel. No? So, if you want to find the value of the shear of the steel that it needs to be carried out, so ato ang goal ani karon sa formula is to filter everything except VS. So atong ibalin ang PVC, no? And then divide everything by phi. So now we are left with VS that is equal to VU over phi minus VC. So mana ni siya karon. Okay? So unsa man ning AV? AV is the area of shear. Okay. So remember nga ato ang shear, if man natong beam karon, ato lang ikat. Okay. So madani ang ato ang main reinforcement. And then this is your stirrups. Okay. And then we mentioned earlier that the cracking will occur at 45 degrees. Okay. Okay. So, as we have said, ang stirrups may mag-carry sa shear if dili na kaya ni concrete alone. So, what does it look like when we try to have the section for this one? No? We try na tag section. Tag section diri. So, more or less, may tabo aning ato ang stirrups karon if mag-shear na siya. Kaingon ani, no? So, naatay main reinforcement. So, let's say na ay duha ka main reinforcement. Okay? And then, imo na yung stirrups. So, if nag-crack na siya, unsa may tabo sa stirrups? Maputol. No? Okay, so ingani more or less iyang dagway if mag-crack na siya. Maputol lang ato ang stirrups. So meaning, unsa day ang area sa shear nga nagpugong sa shear? Area of stirrups nga nagpugong sa shear. So basically, these two nga nakat karon due to aning shear nga naitabo. So basically, this is the two areas of your stirrups. No? So basically, mo na imuhang AV. Kung pila tong stirrups nga nakat due to your cracking. So mo na ang imuhang area of shear. Okay. So meaning, mo na siya ang formula for the area of shear. Duha ka buok pa over 4 diameter of stirrups squared. Kaya mo na ang duha ka area of circle nga naputol tungod sa cracking sa imuhang stirrups. Okay? So sa pa, FYT, basically your yield strength for the ties. Yield strength for ties. But basically, kung sa tong yield strength yung main mo, ron basically ang ginapalit sa ties. So manang T kay ties. The effective depth VS is calculated from this formula. So makuha din mo ang spacing. Okay? So any question with regards to the concept of the design of spacing for stirrups? Okay, so hopefully those are observed in your respective minds. No? So in order for us to test our knowledge, let's try to have a sample problem. Okay, so let's try to solve this first sample problem. Okay. So, i-abay lang yung procedure dira class no para maka-follow through mo sa tuang calculations. Okay, so from the given cross-section shown, the beam is subjected to the following data. VU is 178 kilonewton, MU is 40 kilonewton meter, FC prime is 24.82 megapascal, Fy is 276 megapascal. Determine the following for the normal weight concrete using the 2015 NSCP specifications. And the spacing of 10 mm DSB simplified calculation. So basically, we are designing the stirrups that we will be using for this respective beam. So again, for the first step, we will be calculating for VC. So VC, so from our procedure, sa itong formula, 0.17 lambda F square root of F prime of C BWD. Okay, so F prime of C, familiar with you, BW is the width of the beam, and then D is the effective depth. So ang bago lang ani karon kay ang lambda, no? So basically class for us here, the problem states that it is normal weight. So if it is normal weight nga concrete class, the lambda is 1.0. So if it is not given in the problem, assume lang nimo ang lambda kay 1.0, ha? Pero if dili gali siya, if naagali specific nga lambda ang problem, ingon siya nga lambda kay 0.75, use that value. Pero if wala gali, use nga lambda is 1.0, especially if naingon siya nga normal weight. Okay? So VC is 0.17, lambda squared of F prime C BWD. Okay, so let's calculate 0.17 lambda 1.0. Again, we are trying to check if the concrete alone could carry the shear. So again, I calculated naman ang shear, so no problem. So 24.82 BW 250, effective depth 500 minus 2.5. So we need to we need to 62.5. Okay, so pila na siya. $437.5 na. Okay. So 437.5. Okay, so calculate. VC is equal to 0.17. Okay, 24.82 to 50 times 47.5. Okay, so we have 92 633.46 newtons. Okay? So, class, the unit here will be newtons since we are dealing in our problem always as Newton, mm, and megapascal. So, we always expect na it's either of the three ang ato ang makuha diri sa kwan. So, since we are calculating for the shear force for concrete niya yung makaya, Newton ang iyang makuha nga units. So, in order for us to convert that, so ato lang na siya 92.63 into kilonewtons, ato lang ni i-move ang decimal places to 3 decimal places. Okay. So natay VC nga 92.63. Now next step is we need to compare VU sa PVC and 1/2 PVC. Okay? So we need to calculate for PVC. So PVC and then 1/2 PVC. Okay, so pila ang reduction factor sa shear? Okay, so let's discuss that one. Let me... Wait lang ha, nangita ko sa okay, tara. Hopefully maklaro. Ano lang. Okay. Oh, di maklaro. Pero man siya class, shear. So more or less 0.75. So remember sa moment, no, nga ato ang gamit kay katong if zani siya tension controlled, phi is 0.9, no? If transition, ang phi kay katong formula, no? Itong 0.65, then if compression controlled, ang phi kay 0.65. No? So for this one, sa shear, automatic na, no calculation. Automatic na to ang shear. Ang reduction factor na to is 0.75. So we will use that one. Okay, so 0.75 of 0.75 of 92.63. Okay, so pila man. That is, okay, so 69.47, no? Kilonewtons. Now, ato lang nang i-divide ito para mo ko na ito ng mga PVC. So, pila man. That is, ato lang ka isulat na lang. Sige. 0.75 into 2.63. Divide lang ito lang na inyo nakuha. So, that is 34.74 kilonewtons. Okay. So, ang ato ang VU ng given is 178. So, ang VU na to kay 178. Okay. So, ito ang PVC kay 69.47. Ang atong 1/2 PVC kay 34.74. Okay. So, klaro kay class, nga atong VU is greater of both good. So, meaning, ang atong load nga 178, dili makaya ni concrete alone. So, meaning, ano man, stirrups require. So, binangnan na siya og tabang ni stirrups. Kaya di man alone makaya sa strength ni concrete. So, we'll just follow the procedure. So, first is calculate for the stirrups spacing. That is AV FYT D over VS. So, first we calculate for VS. So, pila ang kargahon ni steel. That is, so the formula? VU over phi minus VC. Okay, so VU 178 kilonewton divided by 0.75. Again, phi is always 0.75 for shear. And then VC, as calculated earlier, is 92.63. Okay, so we have VS that is equal to Okay, so 144, tama ba? 144.7 kilonewton. Okay, so meaning maning kargahon is steel class. So atong i-determine karon pilang spacing niya. So again, AV for this formula is 2 ka buok pi over 4 diameter of the stirrups squared. Okay, tapos FYT, and then D, and then VS. So, let's check if na given nga stirrups diameter. Ano na, spacing of 10 mm. Sorry, naraday. Okay, so let's just fill in the variables. So, 2 ka buok pi over 4, 10 squared FYT, that is pila. Given, okay, so mano siya no, 276. So 276 times pila, 437.5 divided by 144.7. Okay, so you have spacing equal to pila class? 1. Okay, sorry. So, di ba again, if mag-solve ta, dapat naka-Newton, naka-mm, and megapascal. Now, ang atong VS karon kay since naka-kilonewton pa man siya. So we need to convert this into Newton. So pila man siya if atong Newton. So mag times 10 to the power of 3 lang ta. Okay. So times 10 to the power of 3. Okay. So pila? 131.08 mm. So of course class, spacing sa kabilya wala may 131.08 mm kay grabe sad na pabungkig. So ideally gyud basta spacing sa stirrups naka in terms of 25 mm, no? So may closest ani niya sa 25 mm. So you have the 125 mm, no? So wala pa tayo naman class. Napay isa ka kuan sa ato ang steps. So once nga na-calculate nimo ang spacing dire, we need to compare it with the others. Now, ato pa siyang i-compare ang VS sa 0.33 square root of F prime C of BWD. If lesser siya, ato siya i-compare sa D over 2 or 600. If greater siya, i-compare na to siya sa D over 4 or 300. Now, let's check if asa atong VS ma-belong, lesser or greater. So, calculate na to ang 0.33 square root of F prime of C BWD. Okay, so 0.33 square root of F prime of C BWD. Okay, so that is 0.33. 24.82, tama ba? No? Okay, so 24.82 times PW. So that is 250 times 437.5. Okay, so we have 0.83 square root of F prime of C BWD equal to 179.82 na? 179.82. So this is obviously greater than our VS calculated as 144.7 kilonewton. So since 0.33 is greater man, so asa man siya mahulog dire. So nata sa case B. Kay greater man siya. So D over 2 or 600 na to siya i-compare. So ang kaning S na to nga option, napay option B and option C. So option B, D over 2. So 437.5 divided by 2. So pila? That is 218.75. So closest nga 25 mm kay 200. And then 600 ayun. So insa inyo na notice sa spacing. So nag-round down ta. So if natay spacing na calculate nga 130, round down tag 125. If natay na calculate nga 220, round down ta og 200. So nganong nag-round down man ta. So tungod kay mas safe man if masansan ang imuhang kabilya. So of course, compared ani nilang duha, asa man ang mas safe tan-awon. So of course katong mas dagan og kabilya if closer imo ang spacing diri compared diri no? So kani siya lesser. So dito gid ka sa mas gamay. So mana mag downsize mag round down ta sa tong spacing to the closest 25 mm multiple. So between ni 125 ni 200 o ni 600 mm asa tong pilion. Again, mas gamay og spacing mas safe. So dadto ta sa spacing nga 125 mm since mao man ang pinaka sun out of them all. So mano din ang spacing nimo sa stirrups. Okay. So do you have any question with regards to our solution? Okay, so I hope na understand niyo ang solution for this problem. Need ako datong font. Okay, so anyway. Okay, so let's try to solve one last problem for this lecture. Okay. So a reinforced concrete beam has a simple span of 6 meters and it carries a dead load, including self-weight of 9 kilonewtons per meter and a live load of 18 kilonewtons per meter. The beam is reinforced with 328 mm DSB and has a width 230 mm and effective depth 460 mm. Okay, so again, if we're trying to solve, it is much better to write down the given. So nato tayo simple span of 6 meters. So when you say simple span class, ano sa pasabot? Simply supported beam. So spin and roller. So 6 meters. And carries a dead load. So of course na tayo uniformly distributed load. Nga ang dead load daw kay 9 and then live load nga 18. Okay. The beam is reinforced with tulok at 28 mm as a width of 230 mm. Okay, so mo din ni ang ato beam. Okay. So effective depth is 460 and then 230. Okay. So FRMC 28, FY is 345. Spacing of 10 mm stirrups. So manatong diameter of stirrups. Okay, so again, ato i-calculate ang VC, no? So VC, solution and solution. VC is 0.17 lambda square root of F prime of C BWD. Okay, so again, wala man gingon sa problem, unsa na siya concrete. So again, ang lambda kay 1.0. Okay. Square root of 28 times BW 230 times 460. Okay, so we have VC that is equal to okay, pila? 95.173, no? 95.173 newtons. Okay, so in kilonewtons, that is 95. Wait lang class. Okay, so 95.17 kilonewtons. Okay. So, ato ni siya i-compare na dayon sa so compare na to ang VU sa VVC o sa 1/2 VVC. Okay, so load din na to ang VU. So since wala man given ang VU, so we need to calculate it pa kay naka-uniformly distributed load pa ta diri. Okay, so insert siya na to ang calculation for VU. Walang VU. Okay. So muna ito ang load. Okay. So, wait lang. Okay. So, natay simply supported beam. Okay. So, natay WD nga 9 and then WL nga 18. Okay. So, of course, calculating for WU, that is 1.2D plus 1.6L. So, 1.2 of 9 and then 1.6 of 18. So, we have WU that is equal to 39.6, no? 39.6 kilonewton per meter. Okay. So, next is we calculate for the Vmax. So, again, the shear diagram for this given simply supported beam is same na gapon. Nga ni gapon na siya dagway. Okay. So, V maximum. So, ang Vmax is of course from simply supported beam. That is WL over 2. Okay, so simple lang. 39.6 times L given that is 6 meters. So, again, this is 6 meters. Divided by 2. So, that is your Vmax. So, 39.6 times 6 divided by 2. So, we have 118.8, no? 118.8 kilonewtons. Okay. So again, that is still your Vmax. So pa na to na-calculate ang VU. Okay. So ang VU na to is located at a distance D. So ato lang ni siyang gi-blow up class atong Vmax. So again, no, if we try to draw the shear diagram of our simply supported beam, kaning 0 gyud matunga gid siya sa kung asa na imong 6 meters. So 3 og 3. So 3 meters ni siya. So manatong Vmax karon class atong pangitaunon kay kaning VU. So kani. Okay? So if this is 3 meters, wait lang. Okay. So if this is 3 meters, so atong VU is located at a distance D. So therefore, kani siya nga distance is 3 minus D. So by ratio and proportion, makuha na to ang VU. So VU is to 3 minus D and then Vmax is to 3. Okay, so pila to ang Vmax calculated? 118.3, no? Okay, so ato na islat daan. VU, okay, 3 minus. So ato ang D effective that given that is pila? 460. So again, this is still in, wait lang class nawa. Okay, so let me share it again with you, no? So, pasensya ka nawa. Okay, so I hope it is visible. Downloading pa siya. Okay, so given ang effective depth nato, that is pila? 460. So again, this is in mm. Still in mm. If we want this in meters, that is 0.46 meters, no? So 3 minus 0.46 is equal to Vmax. So Vmax related is 118.8 divided by 3. So we have Vu that is equal to okay, so pila 100.58 kilonewtons. Okay. So mana to ang Vu. So going back na dayon dire sa to ang comparison. Taas-taas lagi na siya class. Going back ani. So natay Vu nga 100.58. Again, i-compare na to siya with VC of VC. VC of 1 VC of VC. Okay, so this is 0.75 times VC. Na-calculate na to as 95.17. So, klaro naman kay class nga, dako gila to ang load. So, sige lang. Okay, so pila? 0.75. Okay, so that is 75 71.38 and then 35.69. Okay. So, as you can see, greater gid to ang load nga VU. So therefore, dili na makaya ni concrete kay gamay kaya makaya. 71 ra gud. So that means stirrups required. Okay. So more gyapon nga pamagi class, calculate na to ang spacing, no? So very easy. Since we have your procedure naman. Spacing is equal to AV FYT D divided by VS. Where VS is VU over phi minus VC. Okay, so VU calculated as pila? 100.58 divided by phi 0.75 minus VC nga 95.17. Okay, so pala ko calculate. VS equal to So far, do you have any question? Hopefully, you have understand the procedure. So 38.94 no kilonewton. So mana arsahon ni VS 8.94. So spacing is equal to 2 ka buok. So kanina tabalik 2 pi over 4 times diameter of the stirrups squared times FYTD over PS. Okay. So substitute, no? So 2 ka buok pi over 4. So 10 squared FYT given as 345. Then effective depth nga 460. Divided by VS calculated as 38.94. Again, times 10 to the power of 3 para mahimong newtons. So spacing is equal to 640. So dako ani. Wait lang. Daw ako may mali. Wala kita man. Times 10 to the power of 3. So 640 no? 640.17. So closest to that is 625 mm. Okay, so that's why we have ano lagi dayon kani comparison. So right after that, mo itong option A. Then, i-compare pa din nato si VS with your 0.33 square root of f prime of si BWD. Okay, so 0.33 square root of given 28, BWD given that is 230 times D 460. Okay, so we have 460 na siya, class. Oh, 460. So we have, okay, so we have 184,747. So that is still in newtons, so pwede 748 newtons or 184.75 kilonewtons. So compare that to your VS, that is equal to 38.94. So klaro gid kayo nga this is greater than imo 0.33. So mahulog siya aning sa nga case class. Kanino? Yung D over 2 or 600. So naka option B nga D over 2 or 600. So D, we have 460 divided by 2, so 230 mm. Okay, so asa imong pilion? 625, 230, or 600? So klaro kayo nga you will use letter B. So use S that is equal to 230 mm. Okay? So, nga na lang ang pag-calculate sa spacing. So, recap. First is calculate for VC or makaya ni concrete. So, once nga na-calculate mo makaya ni concrete, i-compare ni mo sa imuang load na video. If wala pa siya na-calculate, then you need to calculate it. Pero if given na, such as this one, then you can compare right away. So, once nga na-calculate na nimo, i-compare nimo sa VVC and man na VVC. So, depende asyo sa nga case, no? So, natay tulo ka book case dire. So, case A, case B, case C. Since case C man ta, so we need the spacing of the stirrups.